What's up, everybody? Got another US MRE here. This is menu 18, beef ravioli and meat sauce. This one here is probably going to be pretty good. It's going to probably be about like the menu 4, which is the spaghetti and meat sauce. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what's going on inside the package. Just like Ameriqual, you got the inner pack. Crack that thing open. See if we can get into everything in here. Alrighty, so right off the bat, we got our main. This is the beef ravioli. Oops, I dropped something on the floor. I don't know what it was. Alrighty. The beef ravioli is made the 289th day of 2015. If it'll come up, probably see it. There we go. And then we got our sleeve for our FRH. Got an accessory packet C. It's got your moist towelette, your coffee, your cinnamon gun, your Splenda sweetener, and your toilet paper. Got some osmotic raisins. I haven't had that in a while. Those osmotic raisins are pretty good. I really enjoy those raisins. Got a wheat snack bread, trans fat free. By the way, before I get lost here, the osmotic raisins was packed the 299th day of 2015. So fairly late in the year. Should have no problem with those. The wheat snack bread was packed the 258th day of 2015. Again, rather late in the year. Oh boy, we got a beef jerky snack. Was packed. Oh, here it is. The 308th day of 2015. Of course, everybody knows jerky will probably survive an apocalypse, so that stuff should definitely be good. Here's an interesting one. Got a toaster pastry frosted brown sugar. Not a big fan of Pop-Tarts. I know they're pretty much like a empty calorie to me anyway. I mean, they're just calories, but to me, they're just more or less like a waste of space. I'm not a big fan of the toaster pastry frosted brown sugar. They're pretty basic. Let's see, it was packed, if it'll say. It does not say in here when it was packed. Oh, interesting. But we'll just go ahead and assume that, like everything else, it was probably packed later in the year of 2015. Got some cheese spread, jalapeno. That's always good stuff. It was packed. If it'll say, there we go. Well, 203rd day of 2015. You can just barely make it out there. So still rather late in the year. Tropical punch flavored, beverage base. that stuff's always good. I thoroughly enjoy that stuff. Packed the 257th day of 2015. We got our tried and true MRE, traditional MRE spoon. Tried and true U.S. government spec famous ration heater. The ever so famous hot beverage bag that nobody ever uses except me, since I use it for my cold drink. And ooh, this is new. This is probably a actual kind of a civilian type deal. This is some Bulliard's pepper sauce. Not really too familiar with that, but we'll go ahead and say that it's going to be something similar to Tabasco sauce. And I don't see too much Tabasco sauce anymore in these, and I don't really know why. I myself would like to see Tabasco sauce being used in MREs, because I feel like Tabasco sauce is the best type of sauce of the pepper sauces. But oh well, that's just me. It's more of a personal preference. I'm sure the Bulliards probably ain't going to be too much different. So we'll go ahead and crack open our flameless ration heater. Where did our accessory pack go? Yeah, here we go. We're going to have to get in our accessory pack and get the salt out for our FRH. Luckily, we don't have two things to heat up in the FRH this time, so we ought to have no problems getting some hot food here. The last food was decently hot too. The one I had to heat the rice and the Asian beef strips. It both still turned out fairly hot, but. These FRHs, they don't leave you no room to heat two things up with, so that one there's going to definitely take some practice on my part to get that down right. Steve 1989, he does a good job with heating two things up in a ration. Oh, drop the salt. There it goes. Oh well, maybe salt will cut down on the sugar ants just in case. Knocking everything over here. Go ahead and get our main going in the bag here. Oh yeah, well before I get that in there, I'll go ahead and get this kneaded down like it's supposed to be. Now the other FRH on the other review, if you haven't seen it already, I had the heating element inside the bag was leaking the iron filings out, so not really too big of a deal. We still got plenty of power out of it, so it wasn't exactly a fail, but still was kind of unfortunate that happened. I kind of hated to see that happen, but like I said, these are older MREs, so you're not guaranteed a perfect condition MRE anyway as it is. Our MRE itself was actually packed the 286th day of 2015, if it'll show up there. There it is, yeah. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get the main in there, get the This flameless ration here bag's kind of wrinkled up really bad. I don't know what went on there. They seem to be kind of rough handling with them. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get this thing cooking off here. Now on these older FRHs, I don't know how anybody else does it, but since they're older, I usually like to go ahead and fill them up to the upper line there instead of in between, because I just kind of feel like a little bit of extra water goes a long ways in trying to make these older FRHs go. The older FRHs, you know, you're not guaranteed a complete success on them. After they get about a year old, you know, your time frame with them kind of starts going downhill pretty fast on them. So, what do I do with the sleeve? I don't know where the sleeve is. Oh, here it is. I thought I dropped the sleeve in the floor, but we're good. Alrighty. So here we have the completed assembly all together here with our FRH. Stick it in there. I like to try and stuff that fold down in the sleeve as much as possible so that the sleeve will help kind of hold everything closed to hold the heat in, so that you get kind of like a little thing like this going on here. Now I don't know if that's going to stay closed or not, but that's what we'll do. Yeah. So our water is pretty evenly dispersed onto that heating element right now, and I can already hear it starting to make some noises. We'll go ahead and keep it flat like this on my hand until I start feeling it getting warm, and then we'll set it off to the side. Let it go ahead and do its thing. Oh yeah, she's starting to get warm now. I can actually feel some bubbles forming inside of the FRH. Yeah, she's warm. She's warming up. We're in good shape now. We'll go ahead and set it off to the side like that. Kind of let it do its thing. Next thing up, we're going to go ahead and get the beverage bag opened up and get some of that tropical fruit punch beverage. Now, if you can look off to the side there, you might be able to see that thing moving. That FRH is really taking off over there. So even if you try to hold it closed in the pouch, it still don't do, stay closed. It'll actually puff up and grow and get, really start taking off. There it is. I couldn't find my beverage base there for a second. Pretty sure this still takes 12 ounces. Yeah, half a can cup, 12 ounces. Nice and red and powdery still. I love the smell of that. It smells just like that fruit punch. I think I mentioned that last time. It reminded me a lot of fruit punch, but like Kool-Aid. That's what I was trying to think of. Kool-Aid. Let's see. Go back over this thing so in case we spill something. Oh, no, not enough. My bad. The way I was holding that pouch kind of made it look like it was too much water. About right. Go ahead and zip that up. Hold it over a couple times. Set the canteen back over there. There's a lot of undissolved powder at the bottom of this bag. I'm going to try to mix it up pretty good. Best I can. Cold water doesn't seem to let these drink mixes mix up too good. Yeah. About as good as you're going to get, really, for a cold drink. Toaster pastry. Go ahead and move that out of the way. Got that. Put that in there. Open up our beef snack. See what brand beef snack we got in here. Bulls. So here's our beef snack. It's a Bulls brand. You know, outside of MREs, I've actually never even heard of this brand before. So what tells me is that brand is probably more familiar out wherever Ameriqual is. Let's see. Evansville, Indiana. So Bulls must be a more popular beef snack brand out in near Evansville, Indiana, where this brand will be. So we'll go ahead and open this thing up. Oh, there we go. Kind of hard to open. Give that taste here. I don't know if that's going to come up good or not. There we go. A little bit of a cross section on that. It's overall pretty good. It's really smoky flavored. It's kind of greasy. It's really tender. Bites right in, chews up really easily. Just checking on the FRH there a little bit to see if it's doing anything. Yeah, it sure is. Go ahead and set that down. Maybe give it a little more time on that. But yeah, that's a pretty good little snack stick. That's a very easy portable source of protein right there. It's probably will be digested in the body pretty fast, and get that protein in there as quick as possible. We'll go ahead and open up these raisins osmotic. I look down in there. Well, you can't really see nothing. It's dark. get some out in my hand there. That's what the raisins osmotic look like. They just look like your standard raisin. Seem to be pretty good quality raisins. The last time I had these were actually pretty good. Oh yeah. Very sweet. Those raisins are so sweet, so tender. They got a nice follow-up flavor on those. There's nothing weird about them. You know, nothing's gone rancid with them or anything. They're pretty nice raisins. I like to have about 100 packs of those right there. I could eat those all day long. Just like these beef snack sticks, I could eat about 100 of those too. That's some spills. Take our spoon and take a dive over there. Let's see if I can find it. I gotta turn the light on. I can't see nothing. Finally found it. I had a hold of it 2 or 3 times. It just kept on falling down further and further, running away from me. So the wheat snack bread, I have no idea what it's even doing in here besides, you know, for the cheese spread. But that's not too bad. I mean, the cheese spread, I like the jalapeno cheese spread pretty good. A little bit of a change up. I was kind of almost afraid this one would have peanut butter in it again, which seems to have been about 95% of the case so far out of these. Most of them had like peanut butter and jelly. Which, don't get me wrong, the peanut butter and jelly is not bad, but you know, after 6 or 7 MREs, it starts getting old. I think they'd do something else. But what I'm doing is I'm kneading up this cheese spread, because if you don't, it'll come out really weird. You definitely want to knead that up and get the oils back in it. Go ahead and tear that open if you can. Well, those little sauce packets, I have no idea why. The peanut butter, you know, the cheese spreads, the jams, all that stuff is so hard to open. That's alright, Mr. Case Knife will take care of that. We use the little case knife. Oh man. Sharper than a razor. Use a little bit of case knife action to get that thing opened up. Get some cheese spread out here on this. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. Nice big old heaping glob of cheese spread there. This menu here, I'd almost rather have seen the vegetable crackers in this trans fat free wheat snack bread with the cheese spread. I think the cheese spread would have been good on the vegetable crackers, but you know, oh well. That decision right there is definitely above me, so we just gotta roll with what they give us. And that's about all the cheese spread. Yep. Flattened it. Trying to make sure I don't grab something that's accidentally put it in the garbage there. So go ahead and give this a try here. Oh yeah, that's pretty good stuff. Vegetable crackers, no vegetable crackers. That cheese spread definitely takes that wheat snack bread over the top. Turns it into something way better. Definitely liking that. I'd say our main's probably just about done there. Go ahead and open up this toaster pastry, which I'm sure, as everybody knows, it's just a Pop-Tart. Oh, ha. That's shocking. It's crumbled up, but I was expecting there to be a Pop-Tart brand package inside the MRE retort pouch. And then, lo and behold, when I open it up, the Pop-Tart itself is just in the retort pouch. That's the first one on me. I don't know how many of these I've opened up, and it's always been the Pop-Tart package inside the MRE retort pouch. But the Pop-Tart is really crumbled up. We'll go ahead and give it a try. Tastes perfectly fine, being, you know, getting close to being 4 years old now. Still tastes perfectly fine, like a perfectly good Pop-Tart. Now that I've thought about it, I kind of wish I'd have threw the Pop-Tart in the FRH and let it heat up, because I actually like the Pop-Tarts heated up better than I do cold, but oh well, that's alright. They're still not bad cold, but they're a lot better heated up. It's just one of those things where they're a lot better heated up. I keep going back for the raisins. I love those raisins osmotic. That jalapeno cheese spread's got a little kick to it once you take a couple big bites of it. Gotta get a drink of my beverage base here. That's better. Well, for the main star of the whole shebang here, I think our beef ravioli is simmered in the FRH long enough. Keep stuff from toppling over here. I need to get a bigger space. We'll go ahead and get our beef ravioli out of the FRH here. Oh yeah. Nice and thoroughly heated. Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat worked. These older FRHs, even with the salt, is proving that they're definitely not the most lively FRHs. They're starting to show their age, but by this point, that's kind of to be expected. Get into it here. Ooh, boy. That cheese spread still got me choked up a little bit. Here's our beef ravioli. You can kind of see the little ravioli pieces in there and the beef and the cheese. I'm going to go ahead and give it a try on its own and see if it's going to need salt or if it's going to need the hot pepper sauce. That's not bad. Not bad, but we'll go ahead and give it a little dash of salt here. Maybe all it needs. Give that a good thorough mixing here. Get that salt spread out through the whole pack here. Yeah, that salt did the trick. Since I got it, yeah, might as well. What the heck? Might as well throw some of the pepper sauce in there. Give it a gauge. See how good it is. My goodness. Don't act like it wants to let us do it. Okay, here we go. My hands are just kind of greasy. Certainly smells like Tabasco sauce in a way. Mix that up a little bit. Ooh, I can smell that coming off of it. Damn. Got a little smell. Yeah, that's all that needs. That's all you need to put in there. You put a little dash of your salt and a little bit of that pepper sauce. And that dish right there is ready to rock and roll. But, whoops, sliding down on this again. The coffee. Well, might as well do the coffee. I think I've kind of decided that I probably should have been doing the coffee all along, but oh well, that's kind of that kind of was a little bit of a bad judgment call on my part. It only takes 6 ounces. Let's go ahead and get a little mug here. Keurig's gone. Well, my mom must have decided to come and get the Keurig. So what we'll do is we'll just run some water until it starts getting somewhat hot. It won't be exactly as hot as it should be, but I guess I'm going to have to get my own Keurig now, possibly. That FRH definitely heated that up pretty good though, for what it is. Alrighty, that's probably about hot enough. Probably about 6 ounces there. Coffee was packaged the 239th day of 2015. We'll give it a good look and make sure there ain't nothing really weird about it. It's perfectly fine. Creamer feels fine. It's not hardened up. Yeah, creamer's just fine. Put the Splenda in there. Grab our MRE spoon. Oh boy, yeah, that creamer might not be too awful good. Either that or the water's not hot enough. It's got a little bit of a chunkiness to it. I'm pretty sure that's not marshmallows. That creamer does not want to mix up very well, as you can probably see. That's the creamer. Creamer's not faring too awful good. That's surprising too, because it sure looked good in the pouch. It still tastes good. Yeah, it's just a real basic, weaker coffee. Very light roast. Probably very little caffeine content to it, but it'll do the job. It's just there's not much to it. It only takes 6 ounces of water, which definitely is a small cup of coffee. It's almost an espresso. I kind of wish I'd have got like a cocoa beverage to mix with it and do a Steve 1989 style Army Mochaccino. I've yet to do that, and I've been wanting to do it ever since I first seen him do it on one of his videos. I feel like it'd have been a pretty cool treat, and you'd have actually got a little more drink out of it than just a little 6 ounce cup of coffee. But oh well. Maybe the next one I can do it. We'll have to see. But alrighty, I guess that's going to do it on this one. Overall, this was a pretty good menu. It had a lot of good stuff in it. I was pretty surprised at the goodies it came with. I wish it came with a First Strike bar instead of the toaster pastry. But in the field, I think I'd have been trying to find somebody to trade me those two items. I'd give them the toaster pastry, and they could give me their First Strike bar. But oh well. Here at home, we'll just have to roll with it. But Alright, that's going to be it. We'll see y'all in the next ration review. Later.